Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Wednesday, August 13th, 2015. There are quite a few fire potential impacts over the next few days. The first one that we will see will be across western Nevada this afternoon. We're looking at some gusty winds and low relative humidity due to downslope winds across the Sierra front, and those winds will continue late into the evening with gusty winds developing again on Friday afternoon. For portions of western Idaho and extreme north central Nevada, there is a potential for thunderstorms to continue into the overnight hours tonight, with some of those being dry. The additional concern is that winds will be elevated this evening, and so the combination of the winds and the lightning overnight could definitely pose some challenges. Then on Friday afternoon, we're expecting winds to strengthen across Idaho ahead of a cold front. Over the past 24 hours, there were quite a few storms across the Great Basin, mainly across eastern Utah and eastern Nevada. However, not too much precipitation was associated with these storms. There were some new fire starts with these storms, as well as some holdovers up on the Payette. With monsoonal moisture still in place across the eastern part of the Great Basin, we will see another day of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, with precipitation forecast across portions of the eastern Great Basin. Then, as we move into the 4 to 5 day time frame, we will see drying conditions and a decrease in storm activity. The water vapor satellite shows a low pressure system off the western coast of the U.S., as well as a high pressure system over the eastern part of the Great Basin. And it's the interaction between this high pressure system and the low pressure system that will bring us the interesting weather over the next few days. This afternoon, we're highlighting winds across western Nevada. As I mentioned earlier, winds are expected to be quite gusty across western Nevada. And you can see the forecast wind speeds here on the map on the right. Winds will be well into the 40 to 50 mile an hour range this evening across western Nevada. Across the same area, relative humidity will be quite low, and so there's quite a bit of concern for critical conditions across western Nevada this afternoon. As far as storm activity, the map on the left shows that the eastern part of the Great Basin is expected to see storms develop. Further south and east across the area, storms will be wetter, while across the western fringe of the forecasted storms, there is a potential for some isolated dry thunderstorms. On Friday, that low-pressure system will move into the Pacific Northwest, and will bring drier air and gusty winds to a larger portion of the Great Basin. We are highlighting, in addition to western Nevada, we're also highlighting western Idaho on Friday afternoon for those gusty winds. There's also concern Thursday night into Friday morning, as I mentioned, for thunderstorms across portions of western Idaho and extreme north central Nevada. On Friday afternoon, we'll again see those storms develop, but the coverage won't be quite as widespread with that drier air moving into place. Wind speeds will also be elevated on Friday afternoon, though across western Nevada they will not be quite as strong as those expected this evening. On Saturday, that low-pressure system will continue to make its way through the United States, bringing a drying trend to the northern part of the Great Basin, and as a result of that dry air, we won't see much storm activity. Winds will also be quite a bit lighter on Saturday, and in the wake of the cold front that will move through on Friday, temperatures will be quite a bit cooler across the northern part of the Great Basin on Saturday. Moving into Sunday, we'll see that dry air continue to spread through the Great Basin, and then as we move into Monday and Tuesday, we will see another storm system moving into the Pacific Northwest, and that has the potential to bring us another round of gusty winds to the Great Basin. Taking a look at the ERCs, you can see for the most part, ERCs are below the 50th percentile across the Great Basin. However, across the northwestern part of the area, these ERCs have been trending upwards, and some stations are now above the 70th and 80th percentile. If we look at the PSA ERC map, you can see that GBO1 has now moved into the 80 to 89th percentile rank. And if we look at that chart in particular, you can see how those ERCs have been trending upwards over the past few days with the warmer, drier weather that they have seen. Finally, looking at the 8 to 14 day period, we're expecting above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. Our email address is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter.